Welcome back to AM Arkansas. I'm Adam.
I'm Molly. Good morning.
And of course you may remember Molly. She had a couple weeks off.
I did. It's good to be back though. We're starting the semester strong. Just
excellent.
Too strong right now. The rest of our crew is
still asleep, still hibernating. That's our theme of the day, hibernation.
But they'll be with us later, so make sure you stick around to see Tina and Zach. What do we have going on for the show this morning?
Oh, we have a lot of great stuff. We have a package where Zach and I, well, let's just say that we find out why we had the ice storm last week. It wasn't the weather, it was possibly our fault, but...
Are you being serious?
Yeah, we'll explain all that in our package.
It wasn't my fault.
It was mostly Molly's fault. But no, we'll have that, and then of course we have some footage of the people camping out for the TI tickets.
Yeah, unfortunately we're not there right now.
Right.
We're here, but hopefully you're there. Well, no, hopefully you're watching us.
Yeah. Well, maybe watching us there on their little mini television.
Were you out there last night?
I went out there.
Was there a long line already?
It wasn't as long as I thought there would be, but it's still pretty early when we went out there.
I kind of regret not being there right now because I'm a big fan of T.I. Well, at first I thought he was supposed to be in jail.
Yeah.
But I hear his trial's on until
This is
March
like one of his last things he does before he goes to jail.
So this will be a great show.
It'll be what he remembers for years when he's in prison.
Yeah, his last show is at the University of Arkansas. And we'll explain to you why we're in these PJs. We're feeling very relaxed and comfortable this morning. Hopefully you're still in your PJs.
I would be if I wasn't.
But I've got some tips for college students, some sleeping tips. So make sure you stick around for those.
Right. So we'll see you in just 1 minute here on AM Arkansas.
Good morning.
Good morning. Every morning there's a halo. Then the morning comes early in the morning. We wake up in the morning when the day is new. Pure morning, pure.
Apparecciato la tavola? No apparecciato la tavola. Letto un libro. Letto. No.
Oh, it was such a heartwarming film about two brothers and a boy and his father.
But they really represent sort of the neo-existentialist way of thinking.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. I've got some news. It could be unfortunate news for us college kids, but it could also be fortunate for those of you who are already up right now watching us. But new research presented at the annual, last year, 2008 meeting of the Associated Professional Sleep Societies.
Oh, I want to get into that, yeah. That's something I can do.
The Sleep Society, who knew? They say that a morning person is apt to get better grades than a late riser.
Huh.
How do you feel about that?
That really discourages me.
Well,
you're
here, you're an early riser.
I'm an early riser when I have something
grades?
fun to do, but when it's, like Monday in a class.
Well, the researchers surveyed a group of college freshmen in a psychology class, and the results were that the better performers were not the ones who stayed up until the wee hours of the morning studying.
Really?
And slept until the afternoon.
We'll just stop you there
Okay.
and just say studying is bad. That's the moral of the story.
I'm not even going to repeat
That's
it.
what the
Then I would
story.
have said it. No, I'm not saying that. So what do you do if you hate waking up in the morning? That's the question that I'm asking.
That is a very good question. Besides watch AM Arkansas to make things better.
The researchers suggested that you use summertime to develop good sleeping habits. No.
Whoa, I definitely need to join the society and give them like a fresh dose of cold water. Wake them up.
Well, but
What are some realistic tips?
So, I mean, I think that's a good tip. In the summer, I mean, you want to be, I don't know, everybody's summer is different. If you're up working in the morning, if you have a job, if you have responsibilities, probably
Responsible
Adam doesn't.
what?
Then you're going to be up. But anyhow, a couple of tips they give is to be consistent. The most important thing to do is to try to be consistent, going to bed and waking up at the same time.
That makes sense.
It really does make sense. And I tried it.
Because if you wake up at 7:30 every day, it doesn't seem so bad. Then if you do it like twice a week, that's when it seems bad.
The research did suggest try going to bed between 11 and midnight every night. I think that's realistic for a college kid. A lot of times they say go to bed by 9 or 10. I think
that's not going to happen.
I still have stuff going on until 10.
Yeah.
So I think 11 is realistic.
That sounds right. I can do that.
The next tip is become a morning person. You can transform into this morning person with a cup of coffee, I'm sure.
Yeah, so how am I supposed to transform into a morning person?
Well, they say the best way to do it is to successively wake yourself up earlier each morning. So start getting up earlier and earlier and earlier. And I think this is the next one.
Like a Matilda when she adds a little inch to their table and eventually.
Just little by little baby steps. And there's, so I'm sure you've all heard this. I'm sure you've heard this. On the weekends, get up at the same time you get up for class. Don't sleep until noon because that's just going to mess you up for the rest of the week.
Don't sleep until noon, but you want me to get up at the same time I get up for class.
Yeah, get up at the same time.
I overslept.
Oh no.
I've just been.
Tina?
It's still January, right?
We're in February now, a little sleepyhead.
Yeah.
February. I've just been sleeping and sleeping and sleeping.
Tina Corby joins us, a little bedhead and Pop-Tarts and fleecy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Now you know what we
February.
really look like in the morning. Yeah.
I really thought it was still January because so
This is our,
it's Friday, right? Because it's
yes,
AM
it's Friday.
Arkansas
It's
Day.
Friday.
It's Friday. Well, on Tuesday there was this big ice storm. So
Right.
I
That
just
was just a few days ago.
But I just went to bed and I just woke up.
Okay.
I think she hibernated.
Wow. For a week and a half? Something
So what did I miss?
Tina,
Because
we're
so
glad
when I
you're
was
here.
walking here, but when I was walking here, it was really kind of,
It's kind of
nice.
sunny up there.
Yeah,
and so
it is
then I was confused because everybody said this was the ice storm of the century,
Right.
and I just assumed ice storm of the century. How's that just?
Tina,
That's just gonna last
no,
5 days? We're just gonna miss school for 4.
Have
I
you-
assumed at least 9.
When was the last time you checked your planner?
Right before the ice storm. I just looked at it and it said ice storm, and it was stretched across 2 weeks. So
You planned this ice storm?
I didn't plan it. I planned for it
Wow.
once people told me it was happening.
Oh my gosh. Tina takes everything just literally to the T.
Yeah. You.
I would have thought that.
But we're so
Yay.
glad you're here now. You
Okay, well,
joined
thank
us
you.
at the
Right.
perfect time. We're talking about sleeping habits.
Okay.
For college
Do you want me to
students.
tell you how I did it?
Yeah,
Please
how did
don't-
you sleep
nothing
that long? 'Cause
that'll,
I can
you
get
know,
to sleep sometimes.
Yeah, I just went
Not
to
drugs,
bed.
right?
No.
Okay.
This is too much for me right
Yeah.
now. Too
So
early for this.
just go to bed, and if you get some really comfortable pajamas, that helps. And my red socks help a lot too.
Wow.
and Pop-Tarts when
And
you wake up.
Pop-Tarts.
Little sugar
This
rush.
may be the
Yes.
last time we have a dress down day. I didn't know that you were going to. It's all right. You
I
look
like
fine.
your
You look
pajamas.
fine. Thank you.
I like them.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I completely interrupted,
Yeah.
but I was so excited to finally be awake again.
You're
We're so
doing-
glad our little
yeah.
bedhead Tina is here with us. But we'll continue
We'll,
on, Tina.
we'll
just to
continue with
listen
what we were
get some
doing
tips.
before.
Okay.
We just talked about becoming a morning person. If you're not, so that we talked that
I'm
would.
still waiting for the realistic tip on the sheet.
Okay, well here's the realistic tip: schedule classes with care.
There we
So
go.
by
There we
now,
go.
if you're
Schedule
a
classes at
junior-
noon, in other words.
If you're a
Exactly.
junior or a senior, even if you're a sophomore or second semester freshman, you kind of know yourself and your habits by now, or you should. If semester after semester you keep scheduling those 7:30 classes because you think you're going to get all your classes out of the way in the morning, but you end up missing them twice a week,
Yeah.
don't schedule those morning classes.
Right.
Schedule your classes with care.
I failed French 2 semesters in a row because I kept scheduling for 7:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, I'll make it, but then the times I did show up to class, I was like,
You weren't there. So it might be a small sacrifice, especially if you don't like the idea of having seat time in the middle of the day. But it's a small one, especially if your grades are suffering.
Right,
And you're not
Makes
making it to
sense.
class. You're wasting your money or your parents' money.
And
And you're not getting the class
and
in.
you won't graduate until you're
Yeah.
like 50 years old.
Yeah,
so.
I've never understood those kids who will just keep going to the classes that they can't go to, especially like if your grade point is suffering. But
see, my I don't know if you guys care or not, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Of course we care.
My freshman and sophomore year, I scheduled 7:30 classes every semester, and I made it to every 7:30 class. But
wow!
at the end of
I
it,
am impressed.
Mom must be a morning person.
I am
Are you
a morning
Wow.
person.
You are
I'm
nice,
impressed.
nice.
But I realized at the end of those 2 years of doing 7:30 classes that I could do a 2 o'clock in the afternoon class. And I have one this semester, and I love it. It's my first afternoon class,
Nice.
and I really feel like it's helping my grades.
Do you still get up at 7:30 and go till 2:30?
Well, I still have 8:30 classes, so
8:30. That's not bad.
8:30
That gives you,
makes
that
a
gives you another
Just
hour
that
to sleep
number,
in.
just I mean, there's
Yes.
such a huge difference between 7:30 and 8:30 for some
There's a
reason.
huge difference between 8 o'clock in the morning and your regular 9:30 classes.
oh, there is.
Yes,
feel
you know, like
you feel
on
like you won the
Friday
lottery.
mornings when
Because-
you're waking up for AM Arkansas,
Because
it
it's
feels,
so much better. It feels so
Yes,
great
I just
to wake
pop
up
out
at
of
8.
bed and think, yes, I get to go to AM Arkansas today.
I mean, that's why
because-
she's always the first one here.
Yes,
and-
yes.
And the last tip, Adam, is
Okay.
to compensate. So there's kind of some middle ground
okay,
here. If you're
okay.
not able to become a morning riser,
Okay.
an early riser, and do end up with early classes, plan some time in the afternoon to study when you're less likely to be tired.
That makes sense.
But you know, it is a sacrifice. But I think that if you do just schedule like a 2 to 4 in the middle of the day,
That makes sense.
you'd be napping anyway, or there's really not a whole lot going on. Avoid studying all night so that you're not exhausted in the morning.
So
I have a tip.
this cramming I've done for Italian tests was a bad idea, is what you're saying.
Probably, but no. I do have to say that with this compensation and avoid studying all night, I do disagree a little bit, because the best piece of advice that I ever got was my freshman year in Professor Foley's first year experience class. He told our class, what did he say? He said, don't go to bed saying, oh, I'll get up in the morning and finish this project, and oh, I'll get up early.
Absolutely true.
Don't go to bed with
Right.
unfinished business, because you won't do it. And
It works in marriage too.
Don't go to bed.
Absolutely.
That is right. That
You're
is
gonna
true.
stay up and
Adam,
fight all
with all
night.
of his marital
I mean,
experience,
I've been married so many times,
Yes,
I know
he's
how it works.
an expert.
Right.
Just like he's an expert in gift wrapping, just like he's an expert in
Hairstyling.
hairstyling.
We should
He's
do-
also we should
yeah,
do a marital
marriage
segment.
one.
Yes, or just a relationship segment.
Yeah.
With Adam, and he can.
And I mean, I
Give
know
us
that
the
none of my
benefit of his
potential dates
expertise.
will be watching this anyway, so it would be great.
You wouldn't embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
So
hey, whoa!
No, I'm teasing.
He's never embarrassed himself so far.
Yeah, it's
Not
been
once.
great.
So
I've actually had job offers come in from
Really?
like Great Clips and
Yeah.
whatever the other hair places are
Journalism.
called.
Oh,
Yeah.
great clips. Like
Yeah. No journalism offers for
clips,
some
like
reason.
video,
Yeah.
is what I was
I
thinking.
see. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, those are your hopefully some realistic tips. You don't have to agree with them all, but hopefully you found one that you can work with. So
All right.
I have another tip for sleeping.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to throw this out there because I just discovered it. Something that's a little disappointing about the Traveler Newsroom, as wonderful as it is and as much as I love being there, is that there's no bed in it. Or couch,
There's
right?
a couch here.
We have
There is a couch
in
here.
fact,
There's a couch here.
Upstairs,
So I could
yeah.
come steal this, but in the absence of that thought, I wasn't smart enough yesterday afternoon when I was in my bed hibernating, but also at the Traveler office working. Anyway, I wasn't smart enough to think about coming over here to sleep on this couch, so I put 3 chairs together, 2 of the little rolly chairs and 1 stable one.
That's
And it was,
dangerous.
you would think it would be dangerous, but I had the stable one in the middle. I sat on the middle, turned, rotated, and then you could even like adjust the chairs and the seats.
Kinda
Your
curl up
yeah,
and-
exactly. And if
How
you
long
move-
did you sleep
And I
there?
slept for about 40 minutes. I had a
Oh,
little
no.
pillow.
Wow.
It was perfect. It was just a little quick afternoon pick me up, and I wouldn't do that ordinarily. But the night before, I'd been up pretty late trying to catch up because
Makes
I
sense.
actually was sick. I was sick after the ice storm, so I hibernated a little longer.
How did you all fare
little
during the
longer
ice storm?
than everybody else.
I fared well.
Really?
I fared no,
You didn't lose
I'm
any
kidding.
power?
Oh, I lost power. I didn't get power back on until Monday. So I had with 7
Oh,
days
wow.
of power.
You didn't stay
Wow.
there though, right?
Oh no, I bunked up with other people, different girlfriends.
That was something I just couldn't get over. Just like in the place I was staying, there were probably about 6 different people at different times came over to take a shower because they were out of
Wow.
power. So it's like this little centrally located place where all of our friends
I
are
just
coming and
slept here in
going.
the studio.
Yeah.
We even had one of our friends, Justin, sleep on this couch right here.
We had
Well,
some
not- it was over
professors
there,
sleep here, their
Right.
dog, their wife.
Yes.
but- Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was like a
Yes.
giant. It was like Hogwarts. You're sleeping there, and your professors
no.
are living down the hall. And,
I would like to live
No
in
magic.
Adam would say that.
but yeah, it wasn't quite as exciting.
We were doing magic where I was.
What were you
all
doing?
kinds of. I was apparating everywhere, just checking on the state of things, coming back to report to our little group. I had an invisibility cloak, so you never saw me.
Well, while we talk more about invisibility cloaks and magic,
we'll have a demonstration next
Yeah,
week.
we're gonna work on our magic.
We guarantee it.
Stay with us because you'll be right. We'll be right back.
You're watching AM Arkansas.
Entertainment, fashion, and Hollywood gossip. Tuesdays at 7 on UATV.
Razorback Transit. Come on and take a free ride.
Wednesdays at 7 on UATV.
All right, we're back with
we're
AM
back.
Arkansas.
Hi.
We were just watching the commercials.
And commenting on the fact that last one was new, because I used to be on there, and I was saying, wait, here I am, I'm
Yeah.
going to be on this
You're like,
commercial, and then I wasn't.
He wasn't on there.
I was just disappointed.
Right.
But we decided that for this segment, we wanted to talk about a very special topic, a very unique and original topic, because we actually did schedule the theme of hibernation for last Friday. So
Right. And
I
last
think that
Friday,
was some,
yeah, we had a terrific show. I'm sure that you watched. But
no, so it was some great pre-shows. I did not actually plan the ice storm, as Adam implied in the first section.
Yeah.
And
But
it was
I
not
might.
my fault either. He said it was my fault.
Well, Adam, just blaming everybody.
we'll
He is
find
a
out the
jerk.
real reason in a couple minutes.
Oh,
but,
really?
yeah.
Okay. Well, but the point of the matter is that we did plan hibernation, so I might as well have penciled in ice storm in my planner because that's what we did. But then who thought that we would really actually be hibernating? But that's what we were doing. So then our theme for this week was going to be
Money grubbing.
money grubbing.
Right,
Because,
right.
we thought, it's the week before Valentine's Day.
Right.
A lot of boyfriends and girlfriends are sitting here thinking, I don't want to,
Yeah, they're on a
Wanna-
budget.
If
Everybody's
they-
on a budget
If
right
they
now.
really cared
Right.
about you, they would be spending lots of money.
But I think
That's what that's what I tell my parents. So.
this is of the card giving breed only, right? Do you give
Are you the
presents?
card
I thought
giving
you just
type?
give cards and expect thank you
Well,
notes
it
for
depends.
cards.
It depends on the
not gonna
situation
give
with
a thank you
Valentine's
note
Day.
for
So.
a
I bring that up
card.
frequently because I find it so
I do
funny.
expect
You
a thank you note for a
thank you note for a
Valentine's
card.
Day present. Yeah.
Well, I might write back, but it wouldn't be a thank you letter.
Right, and I'm going
I
to
might
say,
Yeah.
just write
dear,
back and say, start a pen pal
See,
relationship.
And this is why we never hooked up, because you wouldn't write a thank you note.
for your card.
Gosh.
I'm sure
is
Adam's
so
thinking,
needy.
I'm sure Molly's thinking that's exactly why
Yes.
they've never hooked up. Exactly. Couldn't think of any other reasons.
Anyway, let's pitch to our package.
What? No, we're not pitching to a package.
We will,
but we're going to talk about this
We love to talk.
subject.
The money grubbing or
Money
the
grubbing.
Valentine's?
No,
Money
we
grubbing.
wanted to talk
Back on
about, so
topic.
we thought we would talk about, we'd combine them because we're never going to get to talk about that very juicy subject of money grubbing.
Oh, I thought
we're
you
gonna talk
wanted to
about
do the
money
money grubbing
grubbing
hibernators.
hibernators.
Okay, we are on the same
Okay,
topic.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do you think a money grubbing and hibernator would even be like?
Like you could maybe
Oh.
get a pillow from Salvation Army instead of buying a new pillow. You could
Yeah. That'd be good.
I was thinking it would be more like...
Sleeping is pretty cheap. It doesn't cost a lot of money.
But I was thinking it'd be more like... I was envisioning more of a miser, you know, someone who would just... He couldn't bear to leave his gold, so he just lived in the room with his gold perpetually.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Just like hoard it all away and then just sleep on it.
Right, exactly. So, you know, he wakes up, eats, then maybe
he
he has
eat
a little
gold?
bathroom attached to the room and he just goes to the restroom when he needs to, but the rest of the time he's just sitting there. Like,
So it's like on the Aviator.
money.
Yeah, so it's like Leonardo DiCaprio on the Aviators. Just
I
kind of
kind of want to talk about the Valentine's Day money grubbers, though.
I know,
there we go.
yes, we can
Okay,
talk
what
about
are
that.
some
Can we
good?
talk about it?
Okay,
Yes,
I'm really poor.
Absolutely, we can talk about
If I do decide to get a Valentine's Day gift, what should I get that's really cheap? And I'm not going to make my own card, so don't even start with that.
Well, I'll first say, and you can answer, I think Valentine's Day, nobody take offense to this, I think it's kind of one of those overrated holidays.
Yes.
Hey,
My boyfriend would probably hate me for saying this, but he doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day. So I go out with the girls who are single or whose boyfriends don't celebrate either. We usually just go to dinner, have some wine, and exchange thoughts.
That's a nice Valentine's Day. No, it's a nice Valentine's Day. And it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I know of so many couples who get into huge fights on Valentine's Day because you didn't get the right present or you didn't plan the right date or whatever. There's so much pressure for this to be such a romantic day.
I think especially got pressure on the guys.
I know.
And there was so much pressure just with Groundhog Day to do something.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Groundhog
I just
Day,
couldn't
I
even
missed
handle it.
Man.
I was just, you know, at my party, I was worried about all the details, just pinning
Every
up.
February 1st,
I just kept thinking, the main entertainment is this groundhog popping out of this hole, and what if he doesn't?
Yeah.
But he did, you know, but he did. He always does.
Yeah.
Well, to answer your question, I think an inexpensive gift. Sorry,
Thank you, Molly.
I think an inexpensive gift that would still say, I really care about you, and I'm going to make this day special for you because the girl wants to be made to feel special.
Right.
And even if it's not that big of a deal, the guy should still at least do a little something. So I think a really nice dinner, somewhere that you guys don't go normally.
Anywhere.
And maybe a little bit of maybe some
take
flowers.
Her out? I've never
No,
done
do you
that.
agree though?
No, I completely.
I thought you just
absolutely
stopped by the
agree.
drive-thru and picked up some
No.
food.
So maybe a restaurant that you guys don't normally go to, and maybe flowers waiting at the
Chuck E.
table.
Cheese. We've
would
never
be really
been
nice.
to Chuck E. Cheese.
Gosh, I can't handle his sarcasm right now. I'm really trying to be
Chuck
serious.
E. Cheese would be excellent. Actually, I'd be thrilled if a guy took me to Chuck E. Cheese.
It would be
Wouldn't
fun.
you?
It would be fun.
Actually,
See?
you're onto something.
Oh,
It
I
kinda
can't
could be
stand
fun.
Oh, wait, that is, yeah.
But that would be really fun. That would be so fun.
But I do absolutely agree that it doesn't require an expensive present, but it does require thought. And I think the primary thing is that girls will say exactly what Molly and I just said. It's an overrated holiday. We don't care about celebrating.
I always assume that y'all are lying.
Well, we're not lying,
Yeah.
but there's an element of truth to what we're saying. As in, if Valentine's Day fell off the face of the earth, we wouldn't be crying. No. You know, that's what we're saying.
care.
But at the same time, because there is a Valentine's
But you
Day,
do have an
because there is an
expectation.
expectation that this day is going to be special somehow. You at least want the guy to remember. The worst thing would be if at the end of the day he'd hung out with all of his guy friends and he'd completely.
Then you get a text like,
I'll-
Happy V-Day.
Right.
I'll share a little anecdote from last year, and this is kind of sad, so you guys can cry if you want. It was Valentine's Day, and I was so excited in my little pink shirt, and and it was my first Valentine's Day with my boyfriend.
Aww.
And I just thought, because he's very thoughtful, I thought that he would, do something special to recognize the day. And I went out to just an early dinner with a couple of my girlfriends, and afterward was going to meet up with him. And it wasn't even late. I think it was a weekday too. Got over there to his house. Nothing. He was making. Hey.
Hold up.
Oh my gosh!
What are you
Why don't
doing-
you
what are you
just
doing in
come and
pajamas?
sit down?
What are you doing in a
Why are
suit?
you not in pajamas?
What are you doing here at 8:23?
It's a good thing that I wear my pajamas underneath mine.
You wear pajamas underneath the suit?
Are you like
Yeah.
Superman?
Do you
like,
always do
sleep?
that?
Yeah, pretty much always. I mean,
Yeah, just in case you're gonna.
I mean,
You might need the pajamas because when you're dressed up like that, you very rarely make it home or something.
This is
Yeah.
too much.
It's a little
This is
presumptuous,
crazy.
don't you think?
Well, I kind of figured.
Can I have some of your Pop-Tart?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely, it's really good.
Thanks. I really like
You finish your story while we're watching Zach
while I'm
undress.
watching-
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
reading a Pop-Tart.
You're just gonna undress on air?
No.
Okay.
Well, let me just finish the story for any of you who are following. This is kind of choppy. But anyway, he didn't do anything for me for Valentine's Day. I don't even think he knew it was Valentine's Day, and it
Oh.
totally
No,
killed me
that's
inside.
it is. It's so
not.
frustrating.
It killed me inside. I didn't let him know. Actually, I think I was passive aggressive that
But
knows
night.
he
now.
might know now.
He knows now.
He might know
He's
now. Does he
sad.
watch the show?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, well, is he watching this morning?
He said he was going to. I told him
Oh.
to DVR it, so we'll see.
So he'll
I'm
see
not
it later if he
sure
doesn't see it now.
If y'all can see that shirt there.
I would really like a pair of diamond
That's
earrings because my
pajamas?
dog
It's just what I
chewed
sleep
my
in.
other
It's
one.
like one of those.
There you
I
go.
know HTML, how to meet ladies.
It's just one of those shirts I
How to
sleep
meet ladies.
in.
No, that's what you're
Like,
wearing
I never-
under
I
your
would
suit.
never let
That's
anyone-
not okay. That's not a pajama shirt.
I've got
You're
pajama
you're
bottoms
wearing
on.
that underneath your shirt.
The pants
Oh,
are coming off. The pants are coming
Oh,
off.
is the girl
Let's
gonna
just keep him. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, he does have pajama pants on.
You
Wow.
fit right in.
Huh. You must be super skinny that you can wear those clothes underneath
That's
your
what I was
suit.
thinking because it wasn't bulging. Or
Are you kind of sickly?
Am I sickly?
Zach, what have you been doing?
Zach
Wow.
is. Yes.
Have you been in line at the TI line?
Wait, let him answer.
Oh, sickly?
Are you
Am I what?
sickly?
No.
How frequently did you miss school as a child?
He's a
Never.
sick puppy.
How frequently did you miss school last semester because you were having your tonsils out at the age of 20?
Several weeks.
Okay. Point proven.
Yeah.
All right.
Proved.
Well, were
Point
you in
proved.
line? Were you well enough to be in line for TI?
Well, we have a
Yeah.
little bit on that.
We do. We're all going to
Really?
show that a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit
But
later?
I was just telling these ladies about how it wasn't really the weather's fault that we had the big ice storm.
Well, but
last week.
It was
apparently
actually
it's
our
ours.
fault.
Oh,
Well, see, here's the thing.
that's true? How do you know that's
You
true?
guys
It was
know
Tina's
about
fault,
Hold on,
really.
cryogenics?
hold on. Let's listen to him.
You guys know about cryogenics, where you can freeze yourselves, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of
Like
theoretical,
2001,
but we actually
Space
found out that the
Odyssey.
Peace Fountain was actually a cryogenic freezing machine
And we liked your topic idea so much. we
about
went ahead.
hibernation. So
Let's
I know it sounds
Wait.
far out there.
I've heard this package is not 6 minutes long for once.
It is not.
No,
It's
it's 12.
it's 4 3-minute long packages together.
4 3-minute long packages, so you
Strung
guys just
together.
sit tight. It's just one great big package. It'll be
Yeah.
really
It's
entertaining.
sure to entertain.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Here we
Let's
go.
roll the footage.
It's a wild ride. It's a wild ride. So Tina wanted us to do a package on hibernation. Hibernation. And we thought, well,
Why not hibernate?
Well, yeah, why not hibernate? We did some research into cryogenics, freezing yourself.
Walt Disney, the whole
Walt
idea.
Disney, that whole thing. And we actually found out
The Peace Fountain is a cryogenic freezing machine.
it's a cryogenic freezing machine.
We just cranked it up and we cranked it up
A little bit too much.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of leakage. It's a little bit cold outside, a little bit icy.
So if you had classes canceled,
That's our
on
fault.
Tuesday, if you were slick driving
That's
around,
our fault. We're sorry.
my bad.
We're
Sorry
sorry.
about that. UATV will pay damages. So sorry about that.
Sorry about that. But
hey,
it's getting really cold, man.
we are probably going to. The
There's,
ideas are free.
there's a door on the other side that we're gonna walk into.
And we'll be frozen
We're gonna
cryogenically.
go down below the Peace Fountain. Is where the cryogenic freezing lab is.
So next time you see us, it'll be in the future.
We're going to the future. We're gonna hibernate. How long do you think? Maybe like a year?
Probably about a year.
About a year. Yeah,
Good.
we'll probably go hibernate for about a year.
After I'm graduating.
Yeah.
See you in the future.
We'll see you in the future. This is really cold in here.
I'm freezing.
Me too.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of the idea.
Oh, you get tired?
Yeah.
Oh, man. The cryogenics must have... Oh, my...
Hello. I am Professor Gorlock of the History Reclamation Institution.
So, are you the one that unfroze us?
Why, yes. I unfroze you from your cryogenic capsules. You two were very lucky and survived the nuclear apocalypse of 2012.
Survive the what?
The nuclear apocalypse of 2012.
What happened?
Well, In 2012, President Barack Obama surrendered to the terrorists. And what pursued was a nuclear apocalypse of 2012.
So, what you're saying is that everything blew up?
In 2012, it did.
And that it's Obama's fault.
Absolutely.
I voted for him.
I did not. Guess you have a lot of blood on your hands now.
Yeah, what year is it?
It is the year 2110.
Who's president now?
The current leaders of the world are the genetic offspring of our glorious forefathers.
That's slightly ridiculous.
Yeah, not really how I expected the future to turn out. We have flying cars though now, right?
Maybe.
And by maybe you mean...
No.
So, what do we use for transportation?
Just like our glorious forefathers, we use our legs and feet and pants.
Alright, what are we doing right here?
The last time I checked, I am Professor Golak. I am wearing the white lab coat, and I will be the one that is asking all of the questions.
You don't have to verbally berate us.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah.
All we have from your civilization is right here, and I would like you to answer some questions. Was this your holy book? Did you worship vampires?
You're telling me that 100 years in the future, the only artifact you have from us is Twilight?
Twilight, really?
That's what represents
But wait.
our culture?
Ah, man.
Oh.
Did you wear these on your feet?
No.
They were hats, actually.
No, they were
Do you see
definitely not
this?
shoes. They were not
Do you see
shoes.
this?
Don't get the wrong idea. We were very civilized.
They were a form of hats that you'd wear in celebration,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sort of like, it's a gag.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very...
It's actually, you should tell...
Very sophisticated.
Yeah. Tell your people that it's all the rage. You gotta make sure that it stays on though. It's kind of-
Right, it's very difficult. Only the...
All of the rage.
Yeah, those would never be... You would wear those on
No,
their feet.
that's just...
Yeah.
Nobody in America would ever do that.
I mean, honestly.
No. Yeah.
Were these some kind of optical devices?
Those are actually party glasses.
Yeah, like a party. Do they have parties?
Do you guys have parties?
Do they still have
You know,
parties?
like, you get drunk and it's like, haha, I'm wearing some crazy
Dance
glasses.
around and goof off and like...
Drunk. Drunk!
This...
The glorious forefathers never were drunk.
Neither were we. We're just talking about what the...
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
This is what the bad people did in our...
Right.
Well,
They get drunk and wear crazy glasses.
Like this Barack Obama.
maybe this chirogenic thing wasn't such a good
Yeah,
Did
why?
Barack Obama drink?
I'm really missing
Yeah.
2008 right now. 2009.
I miss it.
Would you like to go drink with your president that surrendered to the terrorists in 2012?
Do you guys do
What
you
else
have
do
anything
you
else?
You have like, yeah, I mean, we have lots of fancy
Yeah.
things. Do you have any like Mark Twain? Maybe do you have?
Oh yeah. Could you use this like a hat?
Actually,
Yes,
yes.
actually,
You
here,
just
let's-
fold it like a triangle.
You know what? Let me show you. Yours?
That was just.
That was actually what
we used to do. All
we
the
used to
time.
do with newspapers.
Back in 2009. See,
Did you enjoy that?
Can't do that with the internet.
So what are you gonna do with this now?
Do you have any more questions?
Any more questions? Or can we go?
Will you let us go if we tell you everything we know about 2009? And
what do you have there?
What do you got there? What do you got? Bet's Henry James.
Explain.
I don't know if we
I think that's...
Explain!
It's pretty unexplainable. Alright, it's pretty unexplainable. I don't think we can explain. She was a teen pop star.
Drugs, K-Fed, Justin Timberlake. Any of that mean anything to you? See, back in our time, do you still have singing?
Singing?
Right, we're like talking only with a bit of a melody, you know?
A melody?
Melodies when we make it supposed to go.
Don't.
It was...
No, don't. Let's just...
Alright. Alright, how many more do we have? Because we really want to get back to our own time.
Yeah, you won't happen to have a time machine that sends people back.
We could just get cryogenically unfrozen.
I don't think it works that way, Adam. I think we have to... No,
cryogenic
I don't think it works that way. I don't think it works that way.
Why would you want to go back to the past? Back when your Barack Obama was president.
You know, he was a pretty...
Couldn't have been that
He
bad.
was pretty good.
Yes. Until he surrendered to the terrorists in 2012. Now this man, we could send you back to this man's time.
Oh, no.
No, thank you. You know, and this actually isn't really
Josh
even...
Brolin.
Yeah,
Josh Brolin's time.
Yeah, this actually probably isn't who you think it is.
Yeah.
George W. Bush.
No, it's actually an actor
Josh Brolin.
playing George W. Bush.
Yeah.
Don't you have any real pictures of him? Or is this the only picture you have?
But this was George W. Bush.
No. This is someone dressed up as George W. Bush.
But this was George W. Bush.
No, this is someone dressed up as George W. Bush.
This man is the hero of our world civilization now. Desecration! No!
This map is so old.
It's Andrew Halliburton from the Not So Late Show.
How you doing?
This is extremely convenient.
What are you doing here in the future, Andy?
I'm jamming out since Barack Obama nuked the entire place. I'm just, jamming out.
So that really did happen.
That really did happen.
No, it really did happen. Yeah, he actually took a nuke and blew it up in Texas, trying to get rid of Bush, and it backfired on him and buried the entire United States. I was actually just looking at the map here and remembering how Wyoming used to be above water, and it's not anymore. It's all below water.
Yeah,
It's pretty tight. So what can I do for you guys?
Well,
we're actually trying to get back.
Yeah, I remember from
Why do
watching.
you want to go back?
I remember watching the Not So Late Show every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on UATV 14.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that you do. Back then at least you had a time machine. You still have
Oh,
to be
absolutely. I would never get rid of my
I mean,
time
I hate
machine.
to ask.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't inconvenience you too much if we
Absolutely.
I mean, we can wait.
Take it for a
if it's
spin.
bad time.
No, come on. I got it. This right here around the corner.
Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, not a big deal.
So where is this
Right here.
Wow, that is awesome.
That is impressive. You built this? You built this?
My own hands. Just come on in.
What?
Put the seatbelt on. That's what you got to do.
What's this button do? Oh man, it is good to be back in 2009.
This is so much better, man.
The air is so much warmer.
I know.
You know, I thought Tina was gonna have us do that stupid package, and we were never gonna get out of it. Cryogenic freezing, terrible idea. Terrible idea.
Please, I don't know what next week's theme is, but please make it a good one, Tina.
Yeah, not hibernation, really.
Back to you.
See, so it was Tina's fault that we
almost got
had
stuck in the
big
future.
freeze.
You know what? I almost wish you would have been stuck in the future because every good package, package idea, it always turns out. It always turns out. It's always funny, and then you're always sitting there saying, "What are we supposed to do next? What are we supposed to do next? It better not be something this bad." They're all good.
What do we have
That
next
was a
week?
great
We
time.
almost died, Tina. That crazy guy.
No,
Well,
he
next
looked
week
like a
is-
nice old man.
We're just all gonna die in
Could've killed us.
2012 anyway. So
Yeah, and if we're gonna die, yeah, that's right. So at least you got to have a heads up. you know,
well, we have
you know.
a musical guest coming up in a few minutes. What's next week's theme?
Next week's theme is affairs to remember.
Ooh, scandalous.
Wow. What are we gonna do with that?
Friday the 13th?
It is Friday the 13th, and it's the day before
Adam, what
Valentine's
package are
Day.
we gonna do with this?
I can't think of anything funny with that topic. Affairs to remember. I got nothing.
Well, we'll be back after the break. I won't be back. I've got to run.
Yep, and
But thanks for joining us.
kicking the
No,
girls out.
yeah, they are
going.
kicking
I
us
scared him
off.
off with this shirt. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knew that would have the opposite effect?
Oh.
Oh,
See you
dude.
guys. See you guys.
The Sports Advantage, Thursday at 9 on UATV.
Hi, I'm Judy Shepard-Missett, founder and CEO of Jazzercise. Join us for Jazz Cardio Strength Stretch. Each half-hour program combines cardio, strength, and stretch routines for a total body workout and tips on health, nutrition, or exercise. Thousands of people have tuned in to Jazz Cardio Strength Stretch, and we hope you will too.
Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on UATV.
Baila mi cumbia, oye mi sandunguera. Baila mi cumbia, baila mi cumbia.
Hello, I'm Andrea Fournet. Yoga is a great way to start your day. It's also a great remedy for a case of the Mondays. Join me every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. and Mondays at 9:30 p.m. for Yoga with Andrea here on UATV.
It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day. So let it get away. You're on the road, but you got no destination. You're in the mud. In the maze of her imagination, your love is.
Thanks for listening. Join us tomorrow.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you
The Sports Advantage, Thursday at 9 on UATV.
25 million homeless animals are euthanized each year in the United States. That's a rate of 1 per second. Spaying and neutering is the only way to see the end of pet overpopulation.
The Humane Society of the Ozarks has partnered with local veterinarians to provide a low-cost spay and neuter program. Assistance is available to all Northwest Arkansas pet owners.
For more information, contact the Humane Society today.
Wednesdays at 7 on UATV. Entertainment, fashion, and Hollywood gossip. Tuesdays at 7 on UATV.
Hello, I'm Andrea Fournet. Yoga is a great way to start your day. It's also a great remedy for a case of the Mondays. Join me every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. and Mondays at 9:30 p.m. for Yoga with Andrea here on UATV.
Baila mi cumbia, oye mi sandunguera. Baila mi cumbia, baila mi cumbia.
Hey, all right, we have a very special musical guest. So here to
Very
wake
special.
you up out of your hibernation, which you've been going through for like 8 hours or so.
Yeah,
We
or at least while you're watching our show, you're probably hibernating.
And now you can finally wake up. So we have Michael Schneider here on the keyboard.
Hello.
Let's take it away, Mike.
Yeah, take us away.
Okay. Collections. One is just kind of like a techno theme thing that I have sort of written myself, and another one is by a pianist called David Benoit. This is a piece called Every Step of the Way.
Thanks a lot, Mike, and we will be back in just 1 minute with some more AM Arkansas.
Hi, I'm Judy Shepard-Missett, founder and CEO of Jazzercise. Join us for Jazz Cardio Strength Stretch. Each half-hour program combines cardio, strength, and stretch routines for a total body workout and tips on health, nutrition, or exercise. Thousands of people have tuned in to Jazz Cardio Strength Stretch, and we hope you will too.
Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on UATV.
Approcciato la tavola? No approcciato la tavola. Letto un libro. Letto, letto. No, 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 no.
Oh, it was such a heartwarming film about two brothers and a boy and his father.
But they really represent sort of the neo-existentialist way of thinking.
This is KXUA 88.3.
who comes out.
Well, welcome back to AM Arkansas. Fantastic, Michael Schneider.
That was
there.
wonderful. Always good to have some real talent on the show.
Yeah,
as
opposed to just me.
Us hacks.
Right. Yeah, of course, he also composed the theme song to Razorback Reels, which I'm sure everyone watches.
Fantastic.
What time is it on? Every Monday night at 8 p.m. here on UATV 14.
I was just checking to see if you knew. I was just checking to see if you knew.
Because I would have no idea when it was
on. No, I mean, it's important.
Why would I know?
You're the host. You got to stay up on
it.
You know?
Yeah. All right.
Times.
Well, what did we learn from this week's episode?
Cryogenics, bad idea.
No, Ted Williams' other kids were the ones that were right. The ones who didn't want his head in a freezer.
Frozen.
Walt Disney's going to wake up to a post-nuclear apocalyptic world. Yeah. Not going to be cool. And other moral of the story is if you voted for Barack Obama, in for a surprise. Hey. I mean, what can you do? I guess it's not, you couldn't really see that. I mean, when we voted for Bush, we didn't know how it was going to turn out. I won't take blame for that if you don't take blame.
So next week, I think we've got something pretty good going on.
Affairs to remember. All right. Oh, let's roll. Yeah, we actually saw T.I.
Yeah, we actually went and checked out some.
Yeah, we saw T.I. Just camping out for TI tickets?
Absolutely.
What time did you get here at?
I got here about 45 minutes ago, and I'm just hanging out here. We're getting a tent right now, and we're gonna go do some homework. I'm doing homework right now, and gotta get it done. Still a college student, so.
You think you'll be getting any sleep tonight?
I'm hoping so. If we get a tent, hopefully I can get some sleep, but it's gonna be questionable. It's definitely going to be questionable. Thanks,
Hey, how you doing? Hey, we're with UATV 14. Would be all right if we talk to you for a second? Sure. TI tickets?
Sure am.
What time did y'all get here?
9.
9 o'clock?
Yeah, I have friends that's been here since 7.
Oh, wow.
Are you guys going to get any sleep?
No.
No?
We have energy drinks.
Oh, yeah. That's the way to do it.
Just because you're